Yes, because you have decided to give you'll be hearing from my lawyers
All right.
because you have decided to give me a new name, and
All
because
right.
of
Thank you.
that,
I'm so sorry about that. I don't want to be sued. Thank you very
you'll be hearing
much.
from I'm taking legal steps. Taking
All
legal
right, sir.
steps. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Can you all hear me? And can you all see my screen? Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your screen.
And can you all see my screen? It's good to be here. Please forgive the anchor for the mistake you made with my name. My name is Tanya Aloyanabo. I am the convener of Transcend Nigeria. What's Transcend Nigeria? We're basically a platform that believes in the transformation that artificial intelligence is going to bring. And we believe that Nigeria, being the giant of Africa that she is, our citizens need to be ready to key into the opportunities that artificial intelligence brings and also ride the wave that the benefits would bring to its citizens. And one of the simple goals we have in Transcend Nigeria is to push to get 1 million new businesses from Nigerian citizens. So that is why we do what we do, nothing else. So we had this class the first time. I think I can see some people that were here before. I think I can see Mr. Kayode. I think was in the last class. I think he asked me a question, if I remember clearly. So today's class right now is not about theory, it's about practical. As Modumodu Brag said, there's no be cho cho cho, gas show workings. We all hear it every time. You can use AI to do this, you can use AI to do that. So the question right now is, how exactly can we do this? Jason Hung, the CEO of NVIDIA, made a statement yesterday that I liked. He said, when most people hear AI, all they think about is ChatGPT. But what most people don't understand is there's more to AI than just ChatGPT. There are a whole host of other things you can do. So that's why we're here today. So today's class will be a bit longer than usual. But again, before we go to the practical side, I'd like to run us through what we spoke about the last time so we can refresh our memories. And then from there, we'll deep dive into the practical sessions for today. I'll be using 3 sample businesses, one in a food business, one is a fashion business, and one is a cleaning business. They are just sample businesses that we are going to show how we can use AI to set up a new business and scale it up and begin to run it. Before we dive into this class, I would give the same heads up I give to everybody. Before the year ends, I am urging you and I am beseeching thee that you all must find a business to register. It is those 30,000 naira or so to register a small business with CAC right now. So it's imperative right now that as you're an adult that lives and works in Nigeria, you must have a small business registered in your name with the government so that whatever skills you get from today, you can use them to push your small business up and scale up. So without further ado, let's dive in. So, as we said, ChatGPT for small businesses. It's time to master tools that save time, cut costs, and scale your business instantly. What exactly does this mean? Can you all see my screen? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, no problem. Perfect. So, as we said the last time, the AI awakening is here. AI is here, is right now. It's your new team member. It never sleeps. It never asks for salary increase. It never calls in sick, and it works 2/7. So, how are we going to tap into this to make your business and your how are we going to tap into this to make your business grow? So these are the three one of the 3 ways you can use AI for. You can use it as your assistant, you can use it as your advisor, you can use it as a strategist. All of these we'll see how we're going to key into this to use them for our business. Okay. So the question to ask is, why exactly do small business need ChatGPT? The reasons are actually quite straightforward. Limited resources, the AI advantage, and instant scaling. For limited resources, as I said in the first class we had, you cannot expect that Yemi that just wants to begin a food business will be able to take on Amala Sky Alaska has been in the business for over 20 years. She has tried new things. She has known when to learn. She has accumulated capital over the years. So while you are you are just starting out in that business, you cannot match her resources for resources, capital for capital. Even there are some kind of resources that you have, like word of mouth advantage that she has over you. How can you match someone like that on a good day? But the beautiful thing that with AI right now, even if you cannot match her, at least you have a leverage that you can use to take on the big boys in your industry. Another thing again is the AI advantage. The beautiful thing about AI and also the scary part of it is the fact that it is on 24/7. Well, except for times when maybe AWS or there are issues with the cloud, which nowadays is reducing a lot. It is on 24/7 and your cost is literally zero. Right now, ChatGPT is free and a couple of other AI chatbots are free. So once you know how to structure the questions to ask them and the responses and how to use the responses, you realize that you have an advantage that very few people have. And last but not the least, instant scaling, which we'll talk about today. How do we grow your business? How do we go from an idea to execution and to now scale it? In the world of today, anybody can think of something. Anybody can dream of a concept, but how do you execute it? How do you get it done in real world, in the real life, and then you now begin to scale it up? So that are the three reasons why small businesses need ChatGPT. Well, as we say, AI doesn't replace people; it only replaces inefficiencies. And unfortunately, sometimes those inefficiencies are with having human beings in them. But then let's not talk about that today. This for small businesses. So now let's go beyond basic ChatGPT. I'm very sure at this point in time, everybody here knows what ChatGPT is all about. Everybody here has probably used it to write a message, write an essay, do an assignment, write a mail for work, write something. But there's more to life than just writing things with ChatGPT. It's a very, 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 very powerful tool. Early last year, I was watching an interview of Elon Musk when he made a statement that AI is more powerful than nuclear weapons. You see, at that point in time, I didn't fully grasp what he meant until I myself started deep diving into AI tools, and then it struck me really, really that AI is actually much more powerful than nuclear weapons. And that's why I want all of us to have that ability to use these tools to achieve our goals for ourselves. So there's more to life than those write me this, write me that. You have to know how to speak to the AI in a language that he understands. So the responses it gives to you are detailed to what you want it to be. Then context with text retention. Right now, we've been following the news and the updates that all of the major AI labs are bringing out. They're beginning to increase the amount of memory these tools have. So they have better context. They understand what you're saying. They remember what you told it weeks and months ago. It's not as if you told it something he forgets. Right now, and we must begin to leverage on that to make your business better. Then systemic thinking. Now, as a human being, we human beings, for all of our skills and prowess as the apex predator on this planet, we're without flawed. Today, if I tell you a word, there's a high chance that if I explain something to you today and I tell you to find me a way to take advantage of this process, you would not, except you are somebody that's a system thinker personally, to be a bit difficult for you to conceptualize these ideas, see how to push it into the real world. But the beautiful thing about an AI system is that it is not like a human being. It doesn't have the flaws we have. It is trained to be a system thinker on its own because at the end of the day, it's a computer. By the time you begin to leverage on these tools, you begin to realize that you begin to amplify your skills and reduce your inefficiencies. So, as I said earlier, so you can see on the before aspect, on the before column, you can see how most of us use ChatGPT, write a post, explain this, give me ideas. All of these as I'll call them, they are vague statements. They're very vague. They do not detail what you want. And if there's one thing I've discovered with working with AI tools is you have to know what you want so that it gives you what you need. As you begin to use these AI tools more and more, you begin to realize that the most important thing in life is not just to use the tools, is to have clarity of mind and purpose. What do I want to do? What do I want to gain? And based on that, you give the prompt to the AI tool, and then it gives you your response. One of the things you must learn as you begin to use ChatGPT for your small business at the advanced level is you must begin to learn to do away with ambiguity and do away with vagueness. You need to internalize clarity as a person and have seriousness of mind and purpose. I want to do A, I want to do B, I want to do C. How am I going to use these AI tools to achieve those goals? Not just tell me I want to open a business and make 1 million. That is a vague statement. You have to have clarity of mind and purpose. And you must begin to allow these tools begin to seep into your mind with how to think that way. You can see on the after column, you can begin to see much more detailed and specific request. Design a 3-month marketing plan. That is straightforward. From this, you can scale up to make it a quarterly marketing plan, a half-year marketing plan, a yearly marketing plan, a 5-year marketing plan. Begin to see how you can begin to scale up because you begin to learn how to speak with clarity. Summarize and recommend the next step, not just explain this. No, explain this is vague. So I want us to begin to soak in these ways of engaging chatbots. So by the time we begin to have the practical sessions, it does not come across to us as overwhelming. Then you see the last one, it says build a complete customer journey. That's what they call strategic thinking. You are thinking in a system. You're not just thinking as a human being, I want to do this. No, you must begin to understand that it is imperative to think in systems, think with clarity of mind and purpose. So now this is where we are today. What are the 5 core business applications you can use chatbots for? Or rather, let's call them AI tools. The first is marketing and sales. The second is strategy and innovation. The third is customer engagement. The fourth is operations. And the fifth is finance and planning. Now, I want us to take all of this and keep them in the back of our minds. And then remember that we are using 3 sample businesses today to see how we can use AI tools to achieve these goals for our businesses. So right now, as I said earlier, we are picking 3 businesses as our sample business. The first sample is a food business. The second sample business is a fashion business. And the third sample is a cleaning business. As I said earlier, I want to reiterate this again to everybody here. You're not just come to this class, just come and listen and just take this information and forget about it. You have to begin to take your life seriously. You must have a business. You must register it with the CAC so you know that whatever you're doing, you are registered in the eyes of the law. So that whatever you're doing right now with your business, you are scaling your business slowly and gradually. So I want us to take note of this as we begin to go into our applications. Now, so we have marketing and sales. We have marketing and sales. We have customer engagement. We have operations. We have strategy. And we have finance. So let us say right now that, sorry, please, do we have any female on the call today? Esther, can you hear me? Hello, Esther, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Esther?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So today we're going to be using Esther as our CEO for the food business. So let us say right now, Esther is thinking that Esther has the skill of cooking. All of Esther's friends have told Esther that, Esther, if you start selling food, you make a lot of money. Esther's boyfriend or spouse has reiterated the same thing. Esther usually cooks for Easter and Christmas in the house. And when that happens, everybody begins to fight to buy Esther's food. In fact, at December last year, after Esther finished cooking, there was nothing left to even give to the neighbors because everybody was just packing the food for themselves. So right now, we've discovered now that Esther has this skill. But the question is, how can Esther scale up her business? How can Esther build this business into something that can generate income for herself and also to give her a way to show her passion? So we begin to start from the basis. Esther just knows that I know how to cook. The question is, how do I turn this cooking dream and passion into a business where I'll make money? So that is how we are going to go today. And there are a couple of steps that a business needs to have before it goes into operations. The first and the most important thing is identity. What is going to be the name of the business? Do you understand me? What am I going to call the business? What name am I going to give it? How is the name going to be like? Then the business needs to have a logo. What kind of logo am I going to give to my business? How am I going to get the branding? Because at the end of the day, you must understand that as a business, it's a separate identity from the owner. Esther is Esther. Esther's business is the business. So how are we going to do all these things that basically bring this idea that's in Esther's head to life? Remember we said that Esther has the skill of knowing how to cook. Our friends and relatives have confirmed that. Even people that are our neighbors have confirmed that Esther's meals are very nice and they are tasty. So how is Esther going to turn this skill that's in her head into reality in real life? That's what we're going to do today. So what's going to happen today right now is I've opened a new, sorry, just give me 1 minute, please. I have opened, thank you. So I've opened a new chat bar. Can you all see my screen? Hello, can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, son.
Okay. So let's continue. So as I said earlier, so we open the chat bar right now. This is blank, this is empty. So now just don't forget that we said once you're at this level right now, you're no more dealing with ChatGPT just as a regular person that says, write me this, write me that. No, you must give it context. You must let it know where you're coming from. You must let it know what you want it to do. You must let it know what you're thinking about. So that when it gives you the responses you want from it, the responses that are tailored to you, which is why, if you remember in the slide, you're talking about context. Context is the most important thing in life, and especially with AI tools. How do you get the right context? You must understand that you can give the same prompt to two different chatbots and they give you two different things based on the context you give it. So let us begin. So let us start right now. We remember right now that all we have right now is an idea. All we have right now is just the goal in our mind to say, I want to start a business. So how do you bring out these ideas to life? Once you begin to use ChatGPT to do these things, the other tools you can use, but I am much more comfortable using ChatGPT. As you can see, I have this is my Manus, this is my DeepSeek. I also have Gemini, and I also have Quen. I have a whole lot of chatbots that I use, but I'm just more comfortable with ChatGPT. Most other people are comfortable using Claude. Most people are comfortable using what's this other guy's name? Grok. But I'm just more comfortable with ChatGPT. It to me is like my second brain. So let us begin. So I guess you all can see my screen. You see that I'm giving it
Yes, we can
context.
see. We can see your screen. We can.
Yes, you can see. So can you all see the prompt I wrote here right here? So I said, my name is Esther. I like cooking, and I live and I work in Lagos. I've been getting feedback from family and friends that my cooking skills are top notch and I should open a business to pursue my passion and make some money. I want you to act as my personal business advisor and bring this dream to life. Are you ready? You must understand that this prompt I give it is what we call a grounding prompt. In this prompt, I've given it 3 different contexts of who I am, what I do, and what I want it to do for me. I've told it who I am, my name. I've personalized it. I've told it what I like to do. And I've told it where I live and where I work, my location. All of these things are going to be important down the line when it's time for sales and marketing and branding. You understand that the way a person in Lagos will start a business and run a business is going to be different from the way a person in Ibadan will run a business. It's going to be different from the way a person in Osun will run the same food business. So all of these are important information that make your prompts grounded. Now, I've also told it that we're getting feedback that my cooking skills are top notch. So it knows that it's not just dealing with just any person, it's dealing with a person that understands what it means to be a cook, what it means to cook. Now, I'm also telling that I want to pursue my passion. Now, last but not the least, you see this, I want you to act as my personal business advisor and help me bring this dream to life. You have given it a goal and a task. So instead of it just giving you anyhow responses, you streamline the responses to say, this is what I want you to give me responses on. Then from this level, we now begin to scale up. And then you see me asking it, are you ready? Do you understand? So can you all see my screen? And does anybody have any questions before I click on send? Hello? Hello?
You can see your screen, sir.
Does anybody have any questions
You
before I
can
click on
see your
send?
screen.
Okay, I'm about to click on send. Thank you. Now, can you see that now, because we have grounded it, it told us, absolutely, Esther, I'm ready. If your cooking is already winning out in Lagos, that's a signal you should not ignore. Before we jump into logos and menu, we need to build it with what? With structure. So it becomes a real business, not just Esther can cook. So you can see that it's confirming here that it will guide you as a personal business advisor who wants you to win. You understand? And then it needs to understand your starting point so it can design the right business model for you. So yeah, a couple of questions it will ask you. Do you understand? You see, one of the problems we have in life is as human beings, we have big dreams. But one of the things we must understand in life is that nothing big just started like that. There are a couple of steps that must be taken before you get there. Do you understand? So it's not just to say, I want to have the biggest house. I want to be the biggest forex trader. I want to be the biggest constructor. What are the things that you can do and how can we scale up? So you see that it's asking us 4 important questions. What kind of cooking do you enjoy most? Is it home meals? Is it small chops? Is it soups? Is it pastry? Is it grills? You will understand that these are all different types of cooking, but they're all cooking. It's asking another question again. Do you want to start from home or thinking of getting a small space? It's asking the third question, what's your budget range? How much of your capital do you have saved up they are willing to use to start up this business? Then last but not the least, it's asking you again, who are your target customers? Where are you going to sell to? Is it working class people? Is it busy families? Is it for events? Is it for offices? Or for select people? You understand that all of these are different areas. And Esther cannot say, I'm going to do all. Because Esther is not Superman. Esther is just one human being. So Esther needs to ask herself, these are questions that are going to make you grounded. So you sit down and ask yourself, okay, what kind of cookings do I enjoy most? Esther, can you hear me? Hello, Esther. Hello, is Esther here?
Yeah, with you, sir. I mean,
Okay, so Esther, we are going to be asking these questions now. So, what kind of cooking do you like enjoy most?
hearing you. I'm working alongside. I'm with you.
Okay, so what kind of cooking do you enjoy doing most? Is it like do you home meals or small chops or soups or
Surprisingly, I
pastries?
enjoy cooking, so I do all.
Oh no,
Everything on
we
your
have to
list,
be.
I
You
love
know, we
to
are
do
starting
them.
as a small business. We can't just say you are doing all because it's going to be
Okay,
difficult to
okay. So
eat the right
let's just
customers.
start with the staple one, like jollof rice and
Okay, so that is
rice.
home meals.
Yes.
So, do you want to start from home or do you have a small spot you're thinking of getting?
Because of cost, I think it would be safe to start from home and do some sort of supply kind of thing.
Thank you. So what's your budget to start? Are you looking, do you have like 50K, 100K, 200K, or 300K?
100, round figure 100.
So who is going to be your target customers? Are you going to be cooking for working class people? Are you going for when I mean working class, are you going to be cooking for offices? Like that you look for a company, you have a deal with
Yes,
them to say, okay, I will come and
that
supply you guys food
sounds
every day.
nice.
At the same
Office.
time, again, there are also families that are very busy that all they want you to just come and cook for them in liters. Give me 5 liters of jollof rice. Give me 5 liters of fried rice. Give me 5 liters of banga soup.
That sounds
5 liters
very
of egusi.
coordinated. Families and then working class as well.
Thank you. Okay, now I guess the rest of us can see what we have done with this single prompt. Because we've grounded the AI, he has given us responses that are tailored to us. And suddenly, right now, we've gone from wishful thinking to knowing that this is our base. We are starting with home meals. We are starting our business from the house. We have 100,000 budget to launch our business, and our target audience is families and working class. You realize that right now we have clarity. We know where we are going to. We know what to expect, and then we can scale up and build on that. So now let me tell it. Let me tell you what the options we have, and let's see what it tells us. Thank you. So now, can you also see my screen right now? Though my voice is about to get excited because this is what I love most about AI. It is the fact that you can use your AI to brainstorm. You can use the AI to think about things that are important to you. So now that we've answered the questions that they asked us, you see right now that he has begun to tell us what our business model would be. Based on the information we gave to it, he asked us questions, we replied. Suddenly right now he has streamlined what we should do, how we should do, and what is expected of us. You realize that slowly we are going from lacking clarity to knowing what we want to do, how we're going to go about it. So it's telling us right now that based on the responses, we should run a what? Home kitchen meal service. Basically means you cook from home, pack it, and you sell to people. So what does that mean? We have clarity right now. It means that right now, Esther is not going to be thinking ahead that right now, I don't have money to go and look for a spot. Esther is suddenly, or at this point right now, Esther is going to be different from people that have to go to a shop, cook in the shop, and then wait for people to come and eat with them, buy from them. Esther runs what we call home kitchen meal service. She's going to cook at home, get companies and people that are busy that require a service, cook at home, package it, and sell it to them. As you can see, you can see here that your two strongest customer groups are who? Family households and working class professionals. What does this mean? Esther now knows a target audience. Step two, business positioning. How does Esther enter into this world? Esther is not the only person in this industry that cooks food, but how does she position herself? So what does this thing? So you are beginning to see what our brand is going to stand for. We're talking about fresh, home style, affordable, reliable. We are beginning to see what our business position is as a small business owner. Now it comes down to the next important thing. What's going to be the name of the business? What are we going to call this business? What is going to be the name of the brand? Because right now, we're not just pushing Esther, we're pushing Esther's brand. Then last but not the least, it's not telling us what is going to be the setup with 100K budget. You see what it's telling us right now? That with 100K, we can do what? Buy gas, get ingredients, get takeaway packs, and simple branding materials such as nylons and maybe flyers and things like that. Then WhatsApp what? Marketing. Then another thing again is telling us again is that, because see what he said. This is why I said that it is important to use AI tools to brainstorm, and it's important to craft your responses to them. You see, because you see what they told you as under step 5. He said, because you said what? Home meals. He said we should start with a simple rotating menu: jollof rice, fried rice, spaghetti, beans and plantain, yam porridge, soups, and stew. Then you see what he says here. It says, clients love consistency more than too many options. Don't come and tell me that, you are dealing with working class and families. You can't come and be telling a working class man and a family man that, Oga, I can prepare spaghetti bolognese. Oga, I can prepare chicken fillet. I can give you high quality French meals. The man is thinking, this doesn't concern me. So we are beginning to learn right now how to narrow our packages to suit our target audience. Then last but not the least, who are we going to target? What people are going to reach out to? You see, your family, friends, your office colleagues, your neighbors, people that view your status, your church members. Suddenly, with this right now, we can begin to work on marketing. You see, your final step, you have to create business name, brand colors, a simple flyer, WhatsApp logo, and then a soft launch promo. So right now, you can see right now that already from just giving it a well-detailed prompt that sticks to what we want it to do and answering the right questions, we suddenly have clarity. We have a plan we can activate. We have a plan we can work with to take Esther's dream of not just being a person that likes to cook to a person that does what now, that has a business that can be executed. So at this point right now, all we need from Esther right now is what we call discipline. You see, if there's one thing using AI at the advanced level is going to teach you, it's going to teach you discipline. It is not enough to just come here, ask the chatbot questions, he answers you, and then you say, "Ooh, this sounds nice," and then you close your laptop and then you go and sleep. No, you must execute. It has listed what we should do. It's time for you to execute. I would say in my world, FAFO. If you don't fuck around, you will not find out. And that is the main thing. It's not enough to just come and say, "Oh, I want to do X, Y, Z." Then it tells you what to do, and then you go and sleep. The AI will not come out of the system and come and do what it has to do for you in real life. You are the one that has to activate it. You are the one that has to try it out. It has told you what you need to do. It's not up to you to execute in real life. It has done the most important part for you. It has brainstormed. It has given you clarity. It's now time for you to do what? To execute. So right now, let's go to the next step, which is what? Name. Name. We have to give this business an identity. Now that we've known what we want to do, who we want to sell to, now how do we pick? So what am I going to do right now is, I will tell it now. So now, as I said, let's begin with what? Let's begin with the identity of the business. So I've asked it right now to give me 5 names that I can pick from to name my business. I don't just want it to just give us one name. At the end, regardless of the fact that it is an AI tool, you also must retain some form of agency. You're not a post office that is just plug and just dump as a garbage in, garbage out. It is your business because at the end of the day, it is you that is the face of the business. So you must have what it gives to you. Then must have an emotional attachment to what is given to you. It's not that the AI just told you and he told you AI and just did it. No, you must actually give you options, and based on these options, you now begin to say, okay, no problem. I like this name. I like that name. In some cases, you can consult from stakeholders. If you have Probably Esther has a husband or she has a spouse or she has family members. She can give them the name option that gives them and say, which one do you think suits my business more? I'm thinking of the name. So let's do that now. So now you see now that we have 5 name options. First name is telling us Esther's Home Plate Kitchen. Nice. Second one, it gives another option again. It says Essie's Daily Delight. Now, the beautiful thing is it tells you the reason for these names. It feels warm and personal, communicates home-style meals with a modern Lagos vibe. The second one says Essie's Daily Delight. Soft, friendly, and perfect for attracting families and working professionals looking for reliable daily food. Then we have what? Lagos Comfort Pot. Instantly tells people they're offering comfort
All right, everyone. I think our trainer was kicked off the call, so please let's give him a moment to get his network right and join the call. Please let's all stay patient. And also please let's fill in the attendance. The link will be dropped in the chat box right now. Thank you.
Hello, hello, can anybody hear me? My network is glitching very bad, so I just reconnected.
Okay, now we have five. Okay, so now we have five names. So which of the names should we pick as the name for our business? So should we pick number one? Esther, can you hear me? Hello, Esther.
I hear you, sir.
So which of the names do you feel you vibe with, you feel more comfortable with? And then we'll ask every other person their opinions. So big.
Urban Home Chef by Esther.
Ooh, that's a four. So that's premium spoken class.
Before.
Okay. Okay. Any other person has any suggestion for the names? Okay, so Esther was now to pick. She wants us to use Urban Home Chef by Esther. So we're going to pick this, and then what are we going to do? So I said that let us use. So I at this point I guess okay, I think everybody can hear me. So right now you've chosen Urban by Esther. I told David that let us use Urban Objects by Esther. I'm more comfortable with that. Then you see again, giving a specific tax again and say, add brand spec and a brand review me colors, prompt to create a logo for my business, line, and any other I would need to bring this word to life. So let's see what it does. Horrible. The last day I wanted this to happen.